All right, so this video is going to be all about 100 coin. 100 coin. I've been talking about different things the last few videos, and you know, people are wondering what about 100 coin. Of course, you should know about you know, them focusing on BNB right now. I have already talked about that at length. Will not be talking about that anymore. It was, in my opinion, the right decision. Some people still salty. Like, you know, really, guys, you know, I've been part of some things, and you know, I realize some of you are new. Like, you know, what the 100 team did and everything is, in their opinion, for the best for the project. But it's really lightweight. It's so lightweight compared to, you know, other things that go on in crypto, things that I've been a part of, things that I've invested in. I have invested in, you know, NFTs. I invested in some NFTs. Remember, I talked to you guys about this before. I still don't remember the specific amount, but it was two different projects. One project I know for sure it was 80,000 that I spent on the NFTs. 80,000. Another one I know it was north of 50,000. Right, and both of those projects, you know, like technically they're still around, but you know, they made changes that basically all the early buyers, they made their NFTs worthless. They made them worthless. You know, I was making good money from those NFTs, and literally, you know, they just decided to nix those NFTs, and they came out with some new ones. And all of the old NFTs that I had spent money on, you know, were now, instead of making hundreds of dollars a day, they were literally making pennies. I'm not joking. I had spent, you know, like I said, north of 50 on one, north of 80. It could be more than that. I still have one of them where I think I spent about, oh man, maybe another 80, 90,000. I still have those. Those are paying me about, you know, maybe $20 a month, 30. So, you know, like, stuff happens in crypto, and it's important that you be with a good team. And so the way that the 100 team handled, you know, the recent issues with Ethereum, it was the right way, right? Them leaving liquidity in there for people to exit out and taking a long time to do it. Literally nobody does that. So we're just going to talk about what is a realistic expectation for how to determine price for 100. You know, where could this go, right? If you don't have any experience with crypto, it's going to be hard for you to figure out, okay, you know, where could this go? What is the possibility for it, et cetera, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to do that today. This is something that I would normally cover as, you know, a part of my course, but I don't have an active course now. Guys, I don't even know the link for the course. I'm not selling it. I'm not active with it. I don't know where it is. I'm not on Instagram. Like, you know, so, you know, if you are buying the course or whatever, I mean, it's still good information, but I'm not updating that. I'm not doing, so please stop. I don't know if I'll ever do another one because, you know, like, I'm just too busy, just to be honest. And then people want me to hold their hand. I'm out of the hand holding business, right? And so I do these YouTubes. I do them for free. It costs you nothing. All you have to do is share and everything like that. And this is where, you know, it's not going to be as in depth as the course, but, you know, it gives you all the basics that you need to be successful. All right. So here's 100 here. And the first thing I want you to take a look at is here. For all the people that say, when is 100 gonna move? When is 100 gonna pump? 100 been pumping. You see this percentage? You will not see that anywhere outside of like Bitcoin and a few other things, right? And the fact that it's still at 12 million market cap is amazing. So it's been leading to me. It was doing this before all these other meme coins pumped, okay? But you see 12 million market cap. If you don't know, what is 100? 100 is the first unhackable, unfishable, unbotable token. If you handle your business, you still can be hacked and fished and all that, but it has to be outside of the 100 hours of the last time that you bought. Anything within 100 hours, literally 100, cannot be taken out of your wallet, can't be sold, can't be stolen, nothing. And all you have to do to keep your 100 safe is literally just buy $1 worth, and that will lock you up again for another 100 hours. It's really that simple. So, when we talk about, hey, keeping your crypto safe, which is really should be the most important thing, right? People want to talk about, ledgers and, all these kind of things. That stuff doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. And Ledger has been proven to be faulty. People have hacked ledgers. People have had their tokens missing out of ledgers. You know what I'm saying? There was a big hack of Ledger like a few months ago, right? As long as you top up your wallet every 100 hours, they can take everything else in your wallet, but they cannot take 100. Now, if you don't top up, they can take your 100. But when they get it, they're going to be locked for 100 hours. And so all you have to do is reach out to the developers and say, hey, I think my tokens were stolen, right? Could you look into it? And the developers will look into it, and they'll stop the scammers from selling. Which leads me to, if you see any type of FUD or anything on social media or whatever, 9,999 times out of 10,000, it is a scammer. It is people that have tried to fish tokens and the devs stopped them. And they're not used to that. Every token in the world, right, including Bitcoin, if somebody steals it, it's stolen. There's never been a token that can stop scammers, and they don't know how to respond. So they go on CoinMarketCap, they go on Twitter, they go on whatever, and they say, oh, yo, I can't sell this, and that. You can't sell because you stole the tokens, bro. You can't sell because you tried to fish people, right? And it's been like that, since the early days of 100. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. But that is the utility that it offers. And if you just think about how much crypto, like how many people are out of crypto because their stuff got stolen? How many people are out of crypto because, there was a phishing link or airdrop scam or something? This is worth millions of dollars a day in terms of the scam. I don't think nobody knows the exact numbers, but I know for a fact it's millions and millions of dollars of crypto worth that's stolen every single day. And absolutely none of those people know about 100. So 100 is literally the first token that can single-handedly stop all of that, right? And that is the other reason why the 100 team felt like it was best to move to BNB. You can't top up your wallet every 100 hours when the gas is $95, $90. You can't do $1 buy when the gas is high, but you can do it when the gas is pennies. So if you don't know what 100 is, that's what 100 is. After you buy, you can't sell, you can't buy again, you can't transfer, you can't do anything, and it's just for you. It doesn't mean you stop other people. So literally you can have 1 million people, right? Think about how amazing this is. You can have 1 million people and 1 million people would each have their own individual timers. Like, just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Right? And let's bring it. I always bring it down to the child support level, right? I know a lot of y'all brothers having a lot of trouble with child support right now. Just imagine baby mama wants some money. You know, baby mama always wants some money, right? And baby mama ain't supposed to have no money until a certain day. You can say, okay, baby mama, here, I'm gonna send you some 100. And when she get it, she not gonna be able to do nothing with it until the designated time. Like, you can't. I'm sure the devs weren't thinking about that. But, you know, it's so many different things that you can do, right? You know, you can give somebody an early birthday present. Anything, say you're going to be out of town. You want to give somebody something. Here, I'm going to give you something. You know, happy birthday. I'm going to be out of town. I'm sending you this, right? And it's going to be ready for you on your birthday. You're not going to be able to do anything until your birthday, right? How many people try to open up presents ahead of time and stuff like these are like little simple things that are really big that 100 can do that literally no other token can do, right? So that is the significance of it. That's just part of it, right? So when I start talking about these other tokens, keep that in mind, the utility that 100 has, all right? So now, putting all of that in perspective, okay, of course we know that the same developers did these NFTs, these incredible NFTs that mine crypto for you, okay? So just think about that. Same developers did this. They only coming with like real stuff. They not coming with, you know, copying off of nobody or nothing. They coming with real things, right? So if they did this for bias, do you not think that they're going to do something like that for 100 or something else completely? We don't know, right? All right. So with that in mind, I start thinking about, okay, who are the top NFT projects, right, that have a token? And so the first one that I talk about is ApeCoin. That's the first one that comes to mind. Now, I have a bit of history with ApeCoin, okay? Back when I had a social media account, I was famous or infamous for saying that ApeCoin, what in the world, bro? What's going on? ApeCoin, just like other stuff I'm going to share with you right now, was the talk of the town. It was the hot new thing. ApeCoin was at one time $25. What in the world? Are we going to get it? There we go. Okay. I'm going to show you. And this was, oh my goodness. This was April 2022. Not that long ago. This was $25. And I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is trash. I know this is trash, right? So I took to Instagram and I made a video. I said, look, if you are invested in this, please understand that you need to get out right away, that this is going to be less than $5. This is when it was $25. I got clowned by so many people. Okay, well, look at the price right now. It's $1.80 something. Okay, so when I'm telling you all this stuff, you just look at my track record, look at my history, go back and look at my videos. Make sure you know who you coming at when I say stuff. Okay, right? This is just one of many educated guesses, whatever you want to call it, that I've made that has happened, right? But anyway, you know, this is a token with an NFT. And even though it has fallen from $25 to $1.87, the fully diluted market cap is 1.8 billion. What is fully diluted? That means if you take all the tokens right? And put them out there times the current price. What is the market cap? And the fully diluted market cap for ApeCoin is 1.8 billion. What utility does ApeCoin have? None that I'm aware of. I don't know of any reason why you need this. I know why it came out. It came out to enrich the developers. They're the ones that sold up here, right? But what does it do? To my knowledge, it does not do anything. I'm not an ApeCoin expert, but I know that they have their NFTs. I know that they do gaming and things like that, right? The games haven't really taken off that I'm aware of, and we're sitting here at 1.8 billion fully diluted. All of the tokens are not out, okay? That's something that you need to look for. When you have things where the tokens are not out, like when they like way down here, and I think when ApeCoin was $25, like literally less than 5% of the tokens had come out. So that's why I said this is going to be less than $5, because I knew more tokens would have to come out. 100 is already fully diluted. Bias is deflationary. That means every day there's less and less and less bias. Every time somebody transacts with bias, there's less than it was before that transaction. That is deflationary. 100, there's absolutely no more of it. So, you know, it is what it is. It's out there. They not making no more, right? So this tiny market cap is fully diluted, okay? And so 100 would have to grow by 150x to get to ApeCoin valuation, okay? So whatever amount you have, if it gets to ApeCoin valuation, that's 150x. So for those of you who think 100 is over, or you were one of the ETH people, you're like, oh man, I don't know, man. Whatever you have, whatever you was able to take out from Ethereum, whatever new money you have to invest, tell me an investment that you can right now invest 10,000, 20,000 and have a chance to become over $1 million. A chance. It also has a chance to get, cut by 75%. That's crypto. That's life. That's business. You know how many business ventures I've lost money on? I've told you guys about restaurants that I had. No, man, I just want to take that part of my life back. Opening up that restaurant was the worst thing that I could have ever did, man. I lost my house because of that. So, understand we're taking chances in life. Right? Nobody has ever accomplished anything without betting on themselves. Nobody's just been able to just, play it safe, take it easy, don't take any chances, right? Imagine being a baseball player, right? You go up to swing and you never swing at any balls. They're going to strike you out every time if you never, ever swing. Baseball players get millions of dollars a year and they fail 75% of the time. Which I can't believe now. Back in my day, to be a good baseball player, you had to hit at least 300. Now there's dudes hitting 200, 210, but hitting 30 home runs. And so they're getting millions of dollars a year hitting 200. I remember when dudes used to be cut. They call this the Mendoza line. I remember when dudes used to get cut because they couldn't hit over 200. I remember a very good player that played for the Tigers. He was a third baseman. He was a hell of one of the greatest third basemen I've ever seen in my life defensively. Right? Dude couldn't hit nothing. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And ultimately, his career ended kind of early because he couldn't hit. Now, dudes are hitting 200, getting millions, they flossing. Okay? So again, if you treat crypto like that, if you invest equally, right? Equally in certain things, if you get in early enough, one thing has the capability, the possibility of making more money than those other 4 or 5 or whatever. So that's why I focus on early opportunity. And sometimes you're going to get in early stuff and it's not going to work out. Okay, so understand that. But that being said, not in real estate or anywhere else do you have the ability to invest $10,000, $20,000, right? And, watch the news, chill out, whatever, and have a chance for it to go to millions once this goes to exchanges. You have to hold until it goes to exchanges. You cannot, you're not going to benefit yourself or the project trying to do anything before then. I'm so glad I said that. I didn't mean to mention that first, but I forgot. All this stuff that has these billions of valuations and 72 million in volume, which I don't even believe that's true. They're on exchanges. You see here, 21 million, 4 million, 4 million, 3 million, 2.9. Look at all these other exchanges beating up on Coinbase. They taking Coinbase's lunch. Look at all the FUD that happened against Binance. Binance is still number 1. I think that's amazing, right? But these are all exchanges. So what that means is somebody can sign up and easily go from their bank to these exchanges and just buy, right? That's why there's so much volume. People are reluctant to go to MetaMask and get BNB and go through MEXC, right? Go through, they're reluctant. Well, where people are reluctant to do something, that's where the opportunity is. Okay, moving on. Myro. Don't know much about this. I've talked about this before. It's a dog. I mean, it's not even a real dog. It's an AI generated picture of a dog. And for whatever reason, this AI generated picture of a dog, I'm not going to wait on it. I don't know what's going on with CoinMarketCap, is worth $213 million. An AI generated picture of a dog. What does it do? Nothing. What utility does it have? Nothing. It is an AI generated picture of a dog. There's your all time, up 5,000%. So, people who was able to get in, all right, they got in. Congratulations. Crypto can do that. Again, who are the people that won? Even in this, we could talk about it. Who are the people that won? The holders, not the traders, not the people looking for tops and about, oh man, I'm up 100%, man. Ooh, let me cash out here, man. Let me take out initial. No, the ones that held. Oh man, but what if it go to 0? Okay, then it went to 0. But what if it goes up 100x? That's the game. At least that's the game that I play. That's the game that I use to become wealthy, right? But still, this is nothing. Okay, 213 million market cap. Let's see where this is available. If this is on exchange, okay. So this is on Bybit. It's on KuCoin. Gate. It's on MEXC. Okay, this is something interesting. Yeah. Let me show you this. Okay, Orca is one of the decentralized exchanges. Okay, that's like the Uniswap on Solana, right? Look at the difference for those of you who are again wondering about volume on 100. Now, obviously, this has more volume than 100, but look at how much volume it is on the decentralized exchange, 325,000 versus Bybit, 10 million. 30 times more volume. Okay, so you're looking at the wrong things. People are not even gonna really start to even think about buying 100 until it's on an exchange. So everything you can get now is gravy. Like it's free money. You know what I'm saying? And when will that be? Don't know. Don't care. I'm not worried about that. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, whatever. Again, I compare it to is there a house that you can buy right now? $10,000, $5,000. I'm just saying numbers that I know that people have. Okay, whatever amount you have, $500. Okay, 1,000, whatever. Right? What other opportunity do you have to invest that kind of money and have a chance for it to 100x, 50x, 20x? There's no property that you can buy right now that I'm aware of, right? And I made one of the greatest real estate purchases of a single family home in history, okay? So I know value, right? Like, you can't get that anywhere else. But in order to get that, it has to be on an exchange. So it's like it's almost like a pre-sale right now. It's like a private sale. It's like you're an early investor in, WeWork or PayPal or something like that. Nobody was on the street selling, PayPal shares when, the company was 9 months old. That's the mentality you got to have. All right. So anyway, AI picture of a dog, 200 million. Okay. Is 100 better than that? Does it do something that Myro doesn't do? Okay. You have to answer that. All right. Next. All right. Now we get into the big boys. Dogecoin. Market cap 22 billion. That's with a B. 22 billion. Okay. What does Dogecoin do? Nothing. What's the utility? Nothing. I do think that Dogecoin is proof of work. So, it is proof of work. There is that. You have to mine it. But at the same time, it's not like Bitcoin where there's a limited supply. You see that here? There's an unlimited supply of Doge. So that means that you can mine this forever unless they're going to make some type of changes or something. You can mine this forever. So while it does require proof, I shouldn't say, I don't know what type of mining that is required. I have heard from people that literally, you could just print some Dogecoin back in the day. I know Richard Hart mentioned that, like, Dogecoin is a joke. At one time you could just print like millions of Dogecoin, just, print it, you know what I mean? But, I don't know how much you can trust Richard Hart. He's a scam artist. But I'm just saying, I've heard people say that. But that's about the only advantage that it has, that is proof of work. But other than that, this is just, something that, certain social media people like or whatever. I don't know that Dogecoin, and hear me, I don't know. If it's different, tell me in the comments. I don't know that Dogecoin has a thriving economy where people are using Doge to, buy food, buy ice cream, buy something. I don't know that. I know there's a lot of companies that could use, a lot of countries that could use a currency, right? And none of them are using Doge, and yet it's worth 22 billion. In order for 100 to get to Doge level, it would have to, let me see, 2,000x from here. 2,000x. That means $1. If 100 got to Dogecoin level, $1 would be $2,000. $10 would be $20,000. $100 would be $200,000. And $1,000 would be $2 million. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Now, am I saying 100's going to get to that? Absolutely not. I have no idea what it would take for 100 to get up there, but I'm just saying, does 100 do something Dogecoin doesn't do? Yes. Does Dogecoin stop scammers? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody gets into your wallet, they can take Dogecoin. They cannot take 100. Moving on. Pretty much the same thing here. Oh, Shiba's down to 60. I thought Shiba was at 20 billion. Okay. Shiba is at 16 billion. Now, here's one of those tokens. All right. Now, Shiba over time has beaten 100, but this is going back to 2020. Right? So it's possible that this is the path that 100 is on. I don't know what percentage this is, but this is high. Right? People made millions of dollars on Shiba. Keyword, made. Made. For you to make, for those of you who are still in this, and I know there's a lot of people, right? We look at the volume, 1.4 billion in volume. In order for Shiba to make you a millionaire, not like this isn't going to 100x again from here. That's not going to, that ain't going to happen. Okay? It's just not. It's not going to be worth, Bitcoin is not even right now worth 1.6 trillion. You honestly think Shiba is going to be worth more than Bitcoin? Like, I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just common sense, y'all. It doesn't mean that Shiba won't go up. It doesn't mean that Shiba won't go up 50%, 100%, whatever. But if you're out there with $1,000, does your life change if you turn $1,000 into $2,000? Okay? Whereas you have a chance to turn 1,000 into 100,000 or 10,000 into a million. You see the difference? That's why I focus on the things that I focus on. But again, just to do the numbers, 100 would have to like more than 1,000x to get to Shiba level. And again, same question. Does 100 do something that Shiba does not do? Yes. Okay? It's that simple. Right? Now, 100's not going to get there just because it does something different. Right? It's going to take people, talking about it. It's going to have to get traction, right? And all of that. And it doesn't have any traction right now. But that is a reason to be positive, not negative. That is a reason to buy more. That's like, it don't even have no traction, right? You feel like you stealing. It's like, man, I done found this thing. Let me chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you almost don't want to tell nobody. But in order for 100 to grow, you have to tell people, right? And you tell the people that you love. You tell your people that you work. Look, I don't know what you got going on. Man, if you got 1,000, 5,000, whatever, just got your tax refund, you just got a settlement, whatever, right? Give yourself a chance. Put some of it in, not this, and explain to them why. It really comes down to market cap. People look at the price. Oh, cheap is cheap. No, there's a lot of tokens, right? And since there's a lot of tokens, or in the case of Doge, right, unlimited supply. You know what I'm saying? So those are the reasons that it's going to make it more difficult, right? I'll end it with this. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, this is crap. There's nothing to this. I don't know what this is. I don't know why it's currently at, a billion market cap. But, again, to ask the same question, does 100 do something this doesn't do? Absolutely. Right? Sometimes things just get off, because they stupid or whatever. You know, but, to me, this just dumb. There's nothing else to say. So obviously 100 would have to grow 100x to get to a billion market cap. I don't see any way, if they continue to develop things like this, if they do something 100 NFT, don't know when that's gonna be, right? And even this right here, I don't know if you've ever seen this. I don't know if people pay attention to this, but this is all you need to know right here. This is the 100 roadmap. This is on their website, 100coin.io, right? 100 coin roadmap. And they've already done a lot of this. 500 holders, okay, right? Keeping you from rugging yourself. We've had the first airdrop. We've had the 10x. We've had the 10 million market cap, okay? We're now trying to get to this 100 million market cap. Do you understand there's going to be an airdrop here, right? And the airdrop here is going to be valued at $1 million, okay? Check it out. You just look. If you go up here, they say, hey, 100 million market cap, they're going to airdrop a billion 100 tokens. Okay, at 100 million, a billion 100 tokens is $1 million worth of tokens. So not only all you have to do is hold, but they're literally paying you to hold. Right? This is kind of like staking without staking. You don't see it happening every day. It's based on community. Right? If the community acts and makes this happen or whatever, then you get rewarded. And that's the way it should be. Not just, based on doing nothing. So that is enough reason to hold right there. They're giving you more tokens on top. And they're going to continue to do that. Right? So that means if it gets up to 10 billion, man, what is that's going to be $100 million airdrop. You know what I'm saying? And all those that bought 10, 20, 100, 500, $1,000 worth, now, like, your airdrops are going to be massive. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, like, you can't realize any of this until it's on exchanges. I cannot drive that home, I think, any harder. Like, you got to wait. And this is what I've had to do. This is why I'm wealthy. I've bought many projects before it was on exchanges. And so I was able to get Pancake Swap so cheap, and like 100, they were paying you to hold it. I mean, they was paying a lot. I was getting thousands and thousands of cake tokens every day just for doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You essentially, the same thing is happening with 100. You're getting thousands of tokens every day depending on how much you bought, but they just not giving it to you because they know all people going to do is sell. That's what I told people to get into Pancake Swap back here, and their thousands and thousands of tokens they was getting every day, they were selling for 17 cents. Literally, they were selling, for a few dollars a day, not realizing that Pancake Swap would blow up the way that it did. And it blew up I never told anybody at 17 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents that Pancake Swap would be $40. I never told anybody that. No way. I said, hey, if Pancake Swap could get to $5, then all of y'all gonna be wealthy. That was my projection for Pancake Swap. $5. And guess what? It hit $5. Then it hit $10. Then it hit $15. Then $20. Then $40. Then it went to more than that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, guys, I am conservative in my projections. I try not to overhype. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that 100 is going to be, you know what I mean, 22 billion. I'm not telling you that. It would have to do something incredible to do that. But what I am saying is the thing that's 22 billion, 100 has utility that doesn't have. What is the difference? Is access. People have trouble accessing it. Some of you guys are still asking how to buy. I covered that in the last video, guys. All you need is OKX or MEXC or crypto.com. It is not hard. This is literally the easiest thing that you could do to, here we go, have a chance. This is the easiest thing you can do to have a chance at making life-changing money. But it's up to you to take that chance to understand what you're involved in. If it don't work, don't cry about it. Don't come to me, all BSG you said, whatever. Like, I've already given people games on this. I gave you guys this, I think first time was 300K market cap or something like that. Okay? And here I am telling you it's still undervalued. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.